Forward on. Awesome. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our regular Tuesday night Collaborating Connections Professional Networking Zoom meeting. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, not Jennifer Johnson, as it says in the box. I am the leader of Collaborating Connections and have been for the past 6 years. Collaborating Connections is part of the TTR networking. That stands for To the Rescue networking group that has been around for the past 13 plus years now. TTR networking is an awesome group made up of several smaller groups, Collaborating Connections being one of them, that meet at various times and dates throughout the week. Most of them are Zoom calls. Some of them are in-person meetings. And TTR Networking also hosts various other networking quarterly groups, professional presentations and discussions, TTR Cares, which is our service to nonprofits sector, and a lot of social and business connections here. So the rescue is actually an acronym that stands for the tenets of TTR networking, and I'll just go over them quickly with you. The R is for relationships, and we believe that is the cornerstone of great business networking. The E is for education, and we love to share about ourselves and our businesses and wonderful, helpful educational tidbits about our business and industries that are helpful to consumers and good to know data. The S is for success strategies. As business owners, managers, we have experienced success utilizing certain resources, connecting to various other sources that help us in our everyday business. And we love to share those ideas and those resources with each other in hopes that they help. The C is for community. And we think a lot about our communities, those that are client sources to us, that are partners oftentimes. And as much as we want to survive and thrive, we want our community around us to do the same. The U is for understanding, and we often ask questions and give each other the opportunity to understand our niche, what we do, what we offer, and what makes us unique. And the second E is for execution. It is all about listening, finding out what's going to work for us, and then going forward and doing it, making sure that we're reaching our goals, encouraging each other to be successful, and then following through on that. So that is the rescue acronym. Important things that are very front of mind to all of us at TTR Networking, including Collaborating Connections. Collaborating Connections, as I mentioned, has been around for the past 6 years. We used to meet in person. We, since COVID, meet virtually. And we just gather, share about ourselves and our businesses, learn from each other, ask each other questions. We are generally an industry exclusive group. And I say that generally, it's quasi. There are some represented industries that don't mind if additional professionals within the same industry join our group, in that people may have a specific niche or an arm, a specific interest that that may not otherwise be covered, or there are those who just have that abundance mindset and don't mind. But if you are a paid member of Collaborating Connections, you have the opportunity to designate whether you wish to be the only exclusive industry member or if we're open to others. So if you are interested in coming and sharing with Collaborating Connections, talking about your business, we'd love to meet you. Please reach out to us on Facebook, on our Collaborating Connections page, through LinkedIn, or through our TTR networking website. We'd love to meet you. And with all that said, we will go ahead into what we usually do as part of our agenda is to acknowledge wins that have occurred, even within the past week or maybe upcoming. So I want to open the floor and invite anyone on the call to share any wins that they have.
Kim is on the call.
That is a win. She's back.
That is a win. I mean, really, Kim, I don't want it to sound, but I'm so happy to see you. So thank you for being back. We glad to see you. So that's a big win to me, because I just, you worry about people when you don't see them. So definitely good to see you. And I heard you talking, so you hopefully will catch us up a little bit when it's your turn. And thank you. And Carol, hey, by the way, it's really good to see you too. You and sounds kind of like, yeah, right, Jennifer.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
I do like your hair a lot.
I like it. It's so much better, so much easier. All gone, so I'm good.
Well, and I don't know. It just looks really nice. I mean, I can't even remember what it looked like before. Oh, you know what? I do. If we go on your Facebook, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's
longer hair there.
Very pretty there too. But yeah, I like your hair. I think when you posted that you cut it off, I was looking at it for a minute and I thought, she really did cut it off. That's a lot cut off. Have you had it that short before?
Yeah, I've had it. It's been years. But yeah, I've had it this short before. So,
it looks very nice. Much
Thank
easier
you.
to care, I'm sure.
Yes.
So you're welcome.
Cool. Any wins to share? Any others?
I just have a lot of music coming up as well. So this is a win for me, but it's always kind of, I mean, literally, I forget my name if it wasn't. No, I don't have it tattooed anywhere. If it wasn't attached to my driver's license, I don't know. I literally have already, and I don't even know what I'm doing, but luckily I have a taxi, or no, my limousine driver's really pretty good at getting me where I need. And but it's a fun time of year to do what I do. It's just a little bit crazy sometimes. So I'm sorry that I may come off a little bit more scattered than normal. So I apologize, but I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
I'm going to share, let's see, I can think of a couple of wins off the top of my head. I had the opportunity yesterday to attend the funeral of my 103-year-old great aunt, who was really, a matriarch, just a joyful spirit. And she had really a lot to do with with my genealogy search. So she shared a lot with me, gave me a lot of guidance and nothing but love and joy. So I was happy to be there for her homegoing celebration. And in that, I got to be surrounded by family that I don't often see in the Chicago area. So that was my win, just to be surrounded by that love and joy for a while. Additionally, I was on a call earlier today with Jennifer and Polly, who are part of the Appreciation Academy with Send Out Cards of Promptings. And even though I had to scoot off the call early and because I was in the office working and external auditors needed my attention. But Polly gave me an excellent idea of a very affordable gift to share during the holiday season that will really help people understand promptings and the mission behind send out cards and the importance of staying connected, following your promptings and building relationships. So I was so excited to hear that. And the book itself is $3.95. That was just perfect. It's one of those no-brainers. So I consider that a win. And let's see. Thanksgiving celebration was low-key, but exactly what I needed. I ate well, but got my rest and relaxation in, and I'm just ready to be back in it again. The calendar year is not over. I've still got stuff to do, and I am still pushing towards those goals and starting to identify stuff for 2024. So I consider all that a win. And I'm staying motivated. So there you go. Do we have anything else? All righty. Well, we will move on. Following the wins, I always invite Jennifer Johnson to give us an update on what's going on within the TTR networking realm, events and upcoming meetings and so forth. So Jennifer, what have you got?
You know what? We have a lot of stuff coming up. I would say CB's not on, but CB and Nicole are doing a webinar next Thursday. Oops, here comes CB. Speak of the devil.
You talked him up. Wow.
I talk in that weird manifestation at its finest. Said his name and he pops on. What'd you say, Kim? I'm sorry.
It's part of his talent. He knows when you're talking about him.
No kidding. That is true. I always think that is that's true. Wow. And it really works. Wow. But I bet he can tell better than I can. But they're doing a great webinar next Thursday, free. Revive your Facebook, I don't know, profile. CB, do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you guys are. Nicole was saying you're trying to stay away from using the word account so people don't get overwhelmed with it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just reviving your Facebook for the new year. So
okay.
You can start off the new year kind of in gear and ready to do business.
Cool.
And
it's next Thursday. Now we are not putting that out on Eventbrite or anything. So there is I believe a Facebook group, or there's a group that's been started. And I would say, I guess, CB, if people are interested, they could just email Nicole or email you or whatever and find out more. We do have posts that are out there about it. Anything that we're sharing with you, you can find. As of right now, though, I don't think I have that on the website. I do need to get that on the website. But I also need, I think you've got a Facebook group that you're sharing the information and the Zoom information for the call next week, right?
Yeah, you'd have to ask Nicole. She's
Yeah.
the lead. I'm the second. And so she's the one that's kind of putting it all together.
Yep, she is working on it. I know. I guess I would just say about that. Maybe CB can give us. I mean, how often are you supposed to to visit that kind of things? CB, how often should you be doing that?
Well, Nicole is the master of all of this, but in general, you want to be posting at least 3 to 4 times a week. With Facebook now, you can set up your posts. You can go in and you can schedule your posts in advance, so you don't have to sit there and remember every day to do stuff. And of course, it's still important to go out there and to like and to engage with people and do all that, because it's social media. So if you're going to use it successfully, you have to be social on it. If
Right.
you a hermit, which is what I've done, then you disappear.
Okay, well, we're not going to go there. Nobody's disappearing. All of our members are going to stay as out there as possible as we can keep them. But I am we're excited about that. Trying a little different with not putting it out on Eventbrite, but just promoting it within our ranks and on social media and all of that. But not the Eventbrite does bring us people, but I know there's a push right now, I guess, to kind of do this the group thing, right, CB?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
A group as well, so you're creating a community, and then as well, people get familiar with you for being in the community. People get familiar with you for being part of the community, and therefore it is a funnel, hopefully for Nicole, but also for myself, etc. And we work from.
Cool. Okay. Thank you. As far as we have things that are going to start popping up, this is a very busy time of year for a lot of our members, just closing the year out, and like me, I've got the music thing out the ears, but we have quite a bit that's scheduled in the new year, and all of our community partners will be doing TTR Presents. I mean, it's available to others, but I'm just saying there's all kinds of things that we've been talking to people about getting scheduled. And I know it always seems like, the new year's so far off, but I mean, most of our groups this week, I've been talking to the groups and saying, you have 4 weeks, 4 more meetings this year. What can we do in 4 meetings that is going to be beneficial to you, for you and your business, and get you running for, off to a running start for 24. And if you think about it, that's not a lot of time. So we are trying to get all the different things scheduled. I will tell you to mark your calendar, and it may seem really far off, but February 23rd is a Friday, and the weather's going to be beautiful. I mean, we're going to manifest that too.
Yep.
Yeah, but that is going to be what we are bringing to Indianapolis, and I can honestly say nobody else has brought it here. It's called Fun Fridays, and it's a networking event that we used to do speed networking, and this is kind of the next step. It's the next level of, and this is in person. So we hope that anybody that is, catching this recording or listening, whatever, that they would be able to carve that time out. It's 8:30 to 10 o'clock on Friday, the 23rd. And it is a very interactive, happy event that we'll be handling. I'm believing right now that it's going to be at the Haverstick, but mark your calendars for the 23rd of February, and that will be once a quarter. And we'll be letting people know here very soon the other dates for next year. We're going to do it for a year and see how it goes. All I can tell you is I'm very excited because I think it's going to, I'm excited because it's something new and fun and interactive, and the people who've been doing it we are licensed to do this. There's nobody else doing this. It sounds so funny to say it, we're licensed to, but it literally is a trademarked event. And we're going to be, I'm just letting everybody know this right now. We have a division of TTR that is called TTR Cares, and Dawn has been, she and Nancy Vesley, although I think Dawn has spearheaded it the majority of the time, have been in charge of it, leading it. And boy, did Dawn do some unbelievable things with TTR. Well, you did some presentations that every time I sat to listen, I was like, I can't believe she prepared all this, connected all these things. You can go back on our website. There are TTR Cares events that Dawn handled. And you did it for a year or two right at the beginning of COVID, every month, right? I mean, it was like,
Yeah, we started out monthly and then went to quarterly. Yeah.
yeah. So the idea was, is that TTR Cares has a nonprofit. We want to give back to our local nonprofits, or generally we're looking for nonprofits, but Dawn just did an unbelievable job. There were so many people dealing with issues that TTR as an organization wanted to address, but we wanted to have a separate way to do that. So anyway, Dawn took it and did it. And really the last year and a half or so, we've been kind of trying to figure out how do we reignite that. And with these Fun Fridays, every one of them will be networking for a cause. So we will be doing a fundraiser for a nonprofit. And I think the first one is the Indiana Parkinson Foundation.
Yeah.
And that goes back, we've had a longtime member that is actually not in the, she's not here anymore, but she was the executive director of the Indiana Parkinson Foundation, was a member and a leader for a few years, actually for a number of years. So anyway, so kind of put that in your back of your mind. We're going to learn more about how we can help them, but that is the kickoff to those events is February the 23rd, and it may sound like a long way off, but no, it isn't. It'll be here before we know it, as every year goes by. So that would be, I mean, just keep your eyes on our website, our social media. The big thing is next Thursday. You know, that's the really get that. And then I would ask you to put the Fun Fridays on your calendar and you'll get more details about it. It is a free event. It is not something that costs anybody anything to, well, if we're working with our sponsors and different things, but that is not the individual people that attend. So we hope you can all be there. So I'll let you take it, Dawn. I know I kind of elaborated more than I should, but there you go.
Oh no, that was great. Thank you so much.
Thank
Jennifer.
you. You're welcome.
All righty, we will go ahead and get into our roundtable of introductions. And I would like to invite Carol Blackmon. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I sure am. Get those off. My name is Carol Blackmon, and I'm a real estate agent. I'm licensed in both Indiana and Florida. I can help anybody globally if somebody is wanting to move to Australia or let's see, Costa Rica or something like that. I can find an agent to take care of them. So that's what I do. I have a passion for what I do, and I love what I do. I love helping people. That's what I like to do. So, and a lot of the times when I catch myself answering the phone, I'll say, "This is Carol. How can I help you?" That's the first thing that usually comes out of my mouth. So it's something I love to do. And if anybody knows anybody who's even thinking about buying or selling in the next year, have them contact me and I will take excellent care of them. Thank you.
Super fantastic. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
Do we have any questions for Carol Blackmon this evening?
They just really have to be ready to do it, right? I mean, the people who are doing it now need special attention because they I mean, if you hear somebody saying something about it, they need to work with somebody who knows what they're doing, because this is a different economy.
Completely different economy, completely different market. And you've got to know what the opportunities are out there. Dawn, I did leave a message for your son.
Oh, okay.
The other day. So I haven't heard back from him, but you know, whenever he's ready, I'll call him again in a couple days. But yeah, they don't understand. Everybody thinks, well, the rates are above 7%. Yes, but there are several ways to work that. On a 2-1 buy down, we can ask the seller for more closing costs to buy the rate down. If somebody can afford to do a new construction home, all the builders are offering really low rates to buy new construction homes. Some of them are down to 4.9%. So that's a steal of a deal on a brand new home in certain areas. So that opportunity is out there. And instead of thinking about the rate, I want people to think of what payment do they want? What payment do they need to be in? Because a lot of it also goes into what county you're in. What do your taxes and insurance cost you? And then what's the house payment added on? Because they have to do that now. It's part of it. So if they're wanting a payment of $900, we need to be looking at about $100,000 property. Those are not livable. Basically, none of them are livable that are that less expensive. So I'm going to, focus on what payment are you looking for? What do you have now? What are you looking to spend? What possible down payment do you have? There are USDA loans out there available, which is a 100% financing loans. You don't have to have any money down. They have to be rural properties and qualify, but that is an opportunity for some people as well. So, but there's all kinds of things out there that we know the average consumer is not going to know. So yeah, a lot.
Well, yeah, that's what I think people probably, to a degree, people listen to some of these, I'm so glad that Dawn is out there, but people are maybe like, well, I don't want to spend 7%, I don't want, or when they were 2 or 3, a 2 years ago, how long?
2 years ago, they were 2 to 3%, maybe a little above 3.
Yeah. So I've heard people say, why not, if you're, this is the time you are ready, work with somebody who can help you. And then can you refinance?
Yeah.
You
sure
why?
Can. If rates drop in a couple of years, if they drop usually more than like 1.5%, that's a good time to refinance. As long as it makes financial sense,
right?
Your budget, refinance it. You can refinance your mortgage as many times as you want. Right.
And that's what I don't know. There's a whole thing we were talking about the other day. Carol, I don't know if you've ever had anybody, maybe Kim has, but I would think, but people who don't want to do business, not because they don't want to do business with you, Carol or Kim, but they're good friends of yours. They don't want you to know their money situation, or they don't want you to, that could hold them back. And that sounds like, really? But really, I was an insurance agent. People don't want you, my daughter said, exactly that.
Your personal business. And they don't want to tell somebody who's close to them, but we're the ones that are going to help them the most.
Yes.
We're the friend. We're close to them. They are close to our hearts. So those are the ones we can really help the most and say, hey, let's talk. Let's sit down and talk, and I'll tell you what I can do for you. And and I know Kim's this way too. Every conversation is confidential. It does not go outside. And I've got a form even, confidentiality agreement. So
that's good.
Yeah, there's confidentiality agreements where they can sign. I'll sign this. Nothing gets discussed outside of between the two of us or the couple that's buying. It's all confidential. Nobody else needs to know their business. I'm the same way. I don't want anybody to know my business. So,
and that's a really good thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, because some people might kind of be like, what?
Yeah.
That's good to know. I didn't know that. I don't know if I've ever heard any realtors say that before, but that's a great, that's gotta be and I understand people, I don't want my friend to know how much money I don't make, or whatever, but to really be able to help, and how many of us want and know that we can help our friends? We can.
Oh, yeah.
Chance a lot. Yeah. Okay. I'll quit talking about it. Carol, that's good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. Super awesome. It's certainly is a relationship of trust, because you're talking about, what is usually an individual or a family's biggest asset is their real estate, their home. So, ask good questions. When we make referrals, that's what I love. And I love having Carol as a part of this group, because when I'm making that warm referral, I'm like, I listen every week to your stories of helping, and not just not just doing a transaction, but
Oh,
help
yeah,
your client.
right.
And that makes a big difference. And I'm
Huge.
happy to refer you to someone to say,
Mhm.
"Yeah, this
Right.
professional you can trust." So
Yeah, it's all about professionalism, ethics, and taking care of the client. That's what it's about.
awesome.
Yay.
Any other questions for Carol this evening? Okay, I'm going to ask CB. I know you had to jump off last week before you had a chance to introduce yourself. I don't know. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm hard to see. Hey, there
No
I am.
worries. There he is.
I'm doing kind of a Jennifer. I'm on the run. So,
Mhm.
oh, that's what life is this weekend. I just got done with 24 hours in 2 days at work. We had a big audit thing and it's been crazy for us. So, yeah, I'm just even happy to be here. Let's see. Get the mind straight. Hi, everybody. I'm CB Bjork, Ascension Imaging Studio. I do headshots, marketing, branding, uh, portrait seniors. I'm also a licensed unmanned aerial drone photographer, so I can do real estate, land, large project.
Uh-oh.
Got it?
I think
Lost him.
Yeah, you're cutting out, CB.
There he is. Uh-oh.
Just left the Wi-Fi of the house, and then the car's beeping and everything as well. Anyway, the crazy red-haired lady, she is an animal communicator and medium, and I myself am also a psychic medium and author. And so we are out here doing everything that we can, I guess. It's just been kind of crazy. So I just glad to join. I got so much going on right now. Next Tuesday I'll be back and I'll be back in force. But I got a lot of information that's getting ready to happen probably about the next week or so. So I know I missed the good old segment about wins. And I know you guys know I believe it's not win or lose, it's win or learn. I've got some stuff I've been learning and I am ready to do a whole bunch of winning. So got a lot to share with you guys when I get back next week. So looking forward to that. And of course, thank you, Jennifer, for talking about next Thursday with what Nicole and I are on. So we appreciate that so much. And yeah, look, check your Facebook pages, check the TTR stuff. I know Dawn's going to be, or not Dawn, Nicole's going to be putting a whole bunch of stuff out there. So just stay tuned for that. So I'll put my information, I guess, out there on the page and you guys can go from there. I'm off to pick up a kid, so I'm actually going to bow out. So thank you for having me. And I'm on to the next. So it's just been crazy. So,
Thank you, CB. You got this. You got this.
running like a dog, barking like a tree.
Quickly, do we have any questions for CB before he goes?
I'm just excited that it sounds like things are happening, and I'm glad that you keep us posted and that we are part of your schedule, CB. So thank you for doing that, because at some point we'll be able to say about everybody, we knew them when, but it's exciting to see and to know your philosophy and everything and what you do with it. It's just it's cool. So I'm excited for you. We're looking forward to hearing more next week when you come back, and we'll go from there.
And I haven't forgotten you either, Jennifer. I know I got to set a block of time aside so we can discuss what I sent you the email on several weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Do that, please. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been show season and everything else. And I think actually it would work quite wonderful with the Friday stuff that's coming up in February. I think that would be a great connector there for a lot of people. So
yeah. Well, that's definitely definitely, CB, it'd be good to have that in place before we get to that event so we can promote that. Everything that we're doing as locked in as we can, because what we're, you definitely, and we'll talk more about that. But thank you. You're welcome. I'm excited. Thanks.
Yep, I'll reach out.
All right, we'll
Okay.
talk to you later, CB. Stay safe.
Always, always. Thank you so much. Night, everybody. And if you need me, just feel free to give me an email, give me a text. I'm happy to do what I can to help and go from there.
All righty.
Bye, CB.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Okay. Well, next I want to invite Kimberly, the most awesome bookkeeper. I love that title. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I am. So I am, as you all know, Kimberly Goode, and I have spent the last month and a half. Rosemary, as you all know, Rosemary works with me. I've had her with me for about 7 years, and Rosemary and I have been, oh my gosh, it's almost like we've been rebuilding the business. We want to make all these changes by the end of this year so that we can jump into 2024 bringing even more value to our customers. And we have to have all these systems in place in order to even grow. And we built our website. Well, I built our website. Rosemary was like, no. I built the website, which I completely understand why people get paid thousands of dollars to do that now. And we got a new CRM for our business, and we have been building that. And I had a real struggle, and I'm just going to say this because I know, and trust you all. And I know that networking is not all about even referrals. It's all about supporting and loving on each other. And I had a real struggle with finding the work-life balance, and I burned myself out. But I kept going. I burned the candle at both ends and in the middle. And I feel like it was when I started my business, my kids were little. I raised my kids, and I didn't have a choice but to have that work-life balance. Your kids are your priority. So you have to, you do what you do for your kids. And so when it came to stopping working, I had to stop working because they had to eat, they had to, do homework, all that stuff. When my kids graduated this year, I was like, I'm done being a parent and I am all in this. My kids moved out. It's just me and Nitro. And so I was literally getting up, working, and will work until I am ready to hit the bed. My boyfriend lives in Wisconsin, so there's nobody here for me to really do anything with. So I just work. There was nothing else to do but work. And even when I would talk to Levi on the phone, we'd be video chatting, and he's like, you're not even here. Your eyes aren't even here. What are you thinking about? And it was always, even though I had turned off the computers, I was still working. And it even makes my shoulders kind of hurt right now just talking about it. But I had to really, this Thanksgiving weekend especially really helped me to cut everything off and relax and get back to work, because I love what I do. I really, really love what I do. And after this call tonight, there are so many things that I can think in my head that I've got to do. And I'm like, nope, as soon as this call's over, you're turning off the computer and you can do it tomorrow. And so anyway, that is what life has been like for the last couple months. I need to find that work-life balance and just now we've got our systems in place. Now we're doing better.
Yay.
Yeah, so I feel like I can settle down and focus on just going forward, the goals and stuff that we set for 2024. So we're still doing bookkeeping cleanup jobs and bookkeeping and payroll, and just starting to try to figure out what I enjoy in life and do that too. Like Dawn, I love that you love chocolate so much, and you like, you get to do that and that passion. And I was like, what do I love doing? Like, I need to, I love to go out hiking, but I was like, well, I'm not taking my laptop out on the hiking trail, so I'm not going. It's like, I need to be sitting here working. I don't know. So I love you ladies, and I love this support that we have, that we can be like, okay, I need to turn the computer off, and I need to recharge at nighttime instead of that's,
Yeah.
So
Well, I have to comment. I figured something was going on because I wasn't hearing from you. And I wanted to reach out and just say, and offer the support. I'm not sure what's going on with you, Kim, but
together, Kim. I got your message today. I responded to that. I don't know if it goes to you, or did you get it, Jennifer? I got
the welcome to Collaborative Connections that you
my email. So it said it was from Dawn. So I responded back in email. I was like,
Yep.
And I don't know where that goes. I don't know how to log in and do all that stuff. So
I tell you, I think that you are a superwoman. And when I spoke earlier about success strategies, those are success strategies for business and life. That's, when we show up and represent our full authentic selves, we are, like I said, business owners and managers, and we're also just people with lives, with real stuff going on. And that's what this is about, making sure that we keep each other supported and motivated and inspired, as well as educated and knowledgeable about all there is that we share. So we hope that we give you all of that. And if you ever need anything, holler.
I think that I just got so caught up in thinking that's what I was supposed to do, that there was nothing here for me to stop. No, I didn't have to cook for anybody. If I wanted to eat, I went in the kitchen, grabbed a bowl of soup, came right back in here and sat down and kept on going. And it was getting, I had so many goals. I got to get this built. I got to get this done. I got to get, and I love my business so much. I love numbers. I love what I do. And I don't want to burn myself out on it and and wake up one day and go, I don't want to do this. And really tonight, when we get off this call, I really have to force myself to turn off the computers, because there are things I want to do, but I just can't let myself do it.
It'll be there. It'll be there.
No, there's something. I'm like, oh.
But I want to also take the opportunity to acknowledge your wins that you just shared with us. You built a website and you input a new CRM. Those are big wins, girl.
Thank you. I thought they would be easy. They are not easy. Oh my gosh. They're definitely pay people to do that stuff. Definitely.
Well, do share with us the information, the links to the websites, all that good stuff. And I didn't notice if you have built out your profile on the new website. If you need any guidance with that, just give me a holler. Okay,
I do. I don't know what I went in there today and I couldn't even find your message. So I don't know what I'm doing in the website. So I need that.
Good, good. Yep, we'll chat. Thank
Okay.
you so much, Kim. So glad you're here.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm muted. I was yelling at you. There will be, I was like, why are you listening to me? No, I didn't say that, but I'm joking. But one thing I would hope, because we actually met Kim in person the first time, that maybe sometime, and we'll wait till the spring. You do not need to be on the road all the time, but we'd love to have you come and maybe have, we should have lunch or something with those of us, or an evening, whatever works. I know maybe Indianapolis isn't your ultimate goal because your boyfriend lives in Wisconsin and why would you stop in Indianapolis? But maybe that would be something. But I think I got that from you. I was excited for you because it sounded like you were you were really excited about what you're doing, and that is awesome. But it was also kind of I guess I'm not surprised now hearing this, because I do think, but it's hard, man. I was doing today, I've been like, oh my gosh, because there's and if you don't want to burn yourself out on something you love, I'd hate to see that happen. What a bummer that would be. So glad whatever it is that got you to, kind of think about it again, do something different. But anyway, we're glad you're here.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You are welcome. Most welcome.
All righty, we're looking at your ceiling fan, Jennifer.
I know, I was like, what is that a bottle of?
Sorry, guys. This is a crazy day. I've got about 50 things and we're leaving for rehearsal right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going, but you're going with me, so you're okay. But sorry. So it's going to get dark again here in a minute because I'm going out to the car. But yes, thank you very much
Okay.
for
But hey,
acknowledging.
oh no, it's you. Jennifer Johnson, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Sure. I am Jennifer Johnson. I'm the founder of TTR Networking, which I am not even sure until I met great people like Dawn exactly what that meant. But I think we have found so many great people that are part of what we're doing. And, when you hear CB and all of you saying things about, things that you're doing, and it's like, yes, these are the right people. They get it. I don't even know what it was that I was trying to do when we started this thing, but now I know. So thank you for what you do. And that does not mean that you cannot build a big business and move on. We will be very happy for you. We want you to stay around right now, though, for a while. I just people do build businesses that they get really busy, and that's what the success of what we're doing. But I hope you would always carve out time to network. Hopefully with us if you can. But I help better connect people with their clients, their prospects, their referral partners. I am not a relationship like a coach where, I'm going to, I'm talking about business relationships primarily. But I help people just get better connected. And part of that is we start with gratitude, just like Dawn was talking about. That is where the send out cards really, the whole thing there. But that's just one tool where our networking groups are doing extremely well. And I'm very happy for all the insight. And I guess, who do you know that's out there that would benefit from even jumping on just a call to see if it's something that they, that could benefit them? Not everybody gets it. Some people get on these calls and they're kind of intimidated. I think we're not here asking you to, so many referrals or so, we hope that will just come naturally. And it usually does. So, who do you know that could benefit from our groups? And just a meeting. So if you're not sure how to invite them, or you don't know what to do with that whole thing, let me know and I will be happy to reach out to them. But people can visit a couple times before we're going to ask them to join. So it's kind of exciting to just, and it's something you can do without having to necessarily do business with them. I don't know if that sounds funny, but sometimes people are, I think they're like, they don't realize you can invite them to come and hang out with your referral partners. Some of these people that not some of them, but some of them, yes, that you trust. And
Uh-oh, something happened. We're not hearing you clearly. Jennifer? Jennifer, can you still hear us? We can't hear you clearly.
I don't think she can hear you.
Uh-oh, I'll put it in the chat.
She's still talking.
Oh, she is.
I don't think
Jennifer, we can't hear you.
even us if you can hear us.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Okay. Oh, the joy of modern technology. Huh.
Oh, she said keep
Still, we can't
talking.
hear her.
She'll be out in a
Uh-oh.
second. Yeah, she'll be out in a second.
Who is that?
That's her husband.
Okay, we can hear him, but not her.
It's still kind of choppy.
sorry, guys. It's because you were connected.
Okay, we
You're
can hear a
in
little
my
bit.
truck. My husband's truck. That. Keep talking.
Okay, okay. Well, we could hear you a little bit. You sounded a little bit choppy. Hi, Philip.
I can go get my. She'll be out in a second.
Okay, very good. Well, in the meantime, let me share that we have some members who aren't on the call tonight, but I can give a brief summary of who they are and what they're about to fill in the time. So we did talk to CB, and he mentioned a little bit about his wife, Catherine, the crazy red-haired lady, who is also a psychic and does contact with animals and does Reiki and some other things. So the crazy redhead lady was not on the call. We also have, let's see, Skylar Hughes, who is with Connor Insurance. So anybody who is looking for a comparative quote on home or auto insurance, Skylar Hughes with Connor Insurance is your guy. He is not a captive insurance provider, but can actually match a client with various insurance providers to get the best coverage and rates. We've also got Nicole Williams, who is a master blogger and is the presenter of Start Your. So anybody who's looking for motivation and inspiration, a little bit of quiet time, learning to center themselves and be ready for a prosperous, productive week, tune in with Nicole Williams. Start your week. Anybody interested in blogging? Nicole Williams has a wonderful blogging course. I know it was on sale during Cyber Monday yesterday, but check out what she has to offer. She's amazing. We also have, let's see, Robert Bonjour is our global partner of TTR Networking, and he is with Offset Printing. So if anybody has any printing needs, whether it's as simple as copies being made or complex as binding and printing books, Robert Bonjour is an awesome contact. And let's see, we've also got Nancy Vesley, and Nancy does health insurance. So this is a pretty busy time of year for Nancy, and likely why she's not on the call tonight. But Nancy is well trained and has a wealth of knowledge. So if you've just got any health questions and you're wondering about, well, what's right for me and what best fits my needs, contact Nancy Vesley with IHC Insurance. Let me see. Did I cover everybody? Did I leave anybody out? I hope that I have covered everybody. And
You did,
okay.
Dawn. You did.
Okay, very good. Are you back and ready, Jennifer?
Well, we're driving, so I had you guys in the car on my cell, it goes through the car. So the minute he came out and turned on the truck for us to go to my rehearsal, and it immediately put you in the truck. And I didn't even think of it until you guys were looking at me blankly. I'm like, oh, crud. One thing I would just throw out there really quick, you can't see me, you don't need to, but we have memberships, and I know Dawn had mentioned the global partnership, and we do a community membership, community partner and global partner. The global partner, I'll just throw out at you right now, is the Robert Bonjour with Offset House Printing is the only printer in our network. And I could go through and I could share a lot with you about why, but just to suffice is that we've had a number of printers over the years that have just not done anything, and they've joined and they never show up. And Offset House Printing is local, 50-plus-year-old company that's doing wonderful things, and I offered the opportunity to them, and they jumped at it, and they have been 2 years. So if you have printing needs, please check out Offset House Printing. And Robert is the youngest. He's like the fourth generation or something? It's some really impressive thing that this company is out there, and they are not being blown off the map by the internet or the digital industry. They are doing things to stay very relevant. So I'll leave it at that, but I just would throw that out there. And if anybody's got questions about global or the community partners, I'd be happy to share that at another time. Send it to me. But anyway, Dawn, thank you. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Does anybody have any questions or comments for Jennifer Johnson?
Nope.
All righty. Well, I will introduce myself again. I'm Dawn Evans Casey, and the leader of Collaborating Connections. I kind of do a few things here and there. I joined TTR Networking years ago with my first business, which was Spa Travel, and it is a full service travel agency. I am a certified travel specialist, helping my clients have enjoyable, memorable travel experiences. I sit down and find out what they're interested in, what they're focused on doing, what their needs and desires are out of their travel, and take the time to prepare some various proposals that I hope will meet their travel needs. And even beyond the booking of their travel, I continue to be an advocate for my clients if they encounter issues with delayed or canceled flights, or their accommodations are not quite what it's expected. I work with the vendors to resolve the situation. The vendors are happy to work with me because they'd love for me to bring more business their way. And it allows the travel clients to have more of a stress-free or low stress travel experience. So it's something that I absolutely love to do. If you or someone you know is interested in traveling and, have an idea of where you want to go, I would be happy to help. I don't do last minute travel quotes as much as I really want to provide a thoughtful, well-researched proposal of a travel opportunity with my clients. So generally the sweet spot, if you are involving airfare in your travel, is 7 or 8 weeks ahead of your travel date. So a couple of months out, if you have a couple of months or more till your travel date, I would be happy to talk with you and work on travel. Additionally, my husband and I work on a genealogy nonprofit effort called Claiming Your Roots, where we help multi-generational families do their own family history research and pull information into a keepsake that they can then continue to build on and pass forward to future generations. We feel like we got started a little late in our family history research, in that some of our family loved ones had passed on before we were able to collect their stories. And we want to make sure that families of all ages, from kids, teenagers, young adults, midlifers, and seniors, have an opportunity to contribute to and understand their family history. And lastly, well, not even lastly, but Cheerful Chocolate Spirit is my chocolate blog. And I have worked with Nicole Williams to develop my passion into a written and visual Facebook page where I just share my love of chocolate with others. So if you're interested in recipes, some of them are health conscious, some are just decadent and not healthy at all, but it encompasses everything for the love of chocolate. And while I was diagnosed diabetic a couple of years ago and thought I was going to have to give it up, I have since found some very healthy ways to continue to enjoy my passion for chocolate. So if you just want to look at pictures, read poetry, my quips of chocolate experiences, etc., get some great recipes, Cheerful Chocolate Spirit on Facebook. Drop by and visit and follow us. And I had mentioned at the top of the hour, I am also an affiliate with send out cards and promptings. And I'd love to talk to people about staying connected, building relationships, and showing appreciation through the use of heartfelt cards and contacts with individuals. So if you're thinking that you'd be interested in that at all, integrating that into your business to appreciate your customers, or just staying well connected with family and friends, I would love to talk to you about send out cards. Those are, a little bit about me and my multifaceted entrepreneurial life. But if you have any questions or comments, I would love to address them. Anything?
Well, Dawn, you answered, I hope you guys can hear me. You answered a question I was thinking about. You talk about the travel every week. I mean, we hear, but I I don't know that I'd heard about and it makes sense with what your spa travel relaxed adventure. You want time to do a thoughtful. So you said 7 to 8 weeks in advance if there's airfare, right? You
Yes,
said if you have okay,
yes.
that's interesting. Do you have? I mean, Dawn, you know me for a number of years. I mean, we don't travel anywhere real extra. Although we did many years ago. I did on AAA's dime. We did go to Hawaii when we were younger, but um, maybe that's something I would because maybe I mean, we'd like to do some kind of it might be a day trip. It might be something that you could suggest. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
going to Nashville or something, but because we were just talking about it, we enjoy our grandchildren very much. We love our children and our grandchildren very much. But we would also like to, I don't know, it would be nice to go do something by ourselves. we just don't get that time a lot, you know. So, but can we kind of maybe think about, I would say something like that, maybe I don't know, John, you kind of, maybe we can talk about that, but
Yeah, let's
before
do
you
that.
said before you said the 7 to 8 weeks, I was thinking, I wonder how many weeks in advance, but that was really good that you shared that because I've only known your business as relaxed travel with the spa travel, and that makes perfect sense. I don't think we would want to go anywhere airfare. I mean, it wouldn't be flight, so it would be, I don't think that would be. I just think something that would be laid back, relaxed travel.
Yes.
That's what we're thinking. There we go. All right, I'll leave it in your hands.
Relaxed adventures mean different
Yeah.
things to different people, which is
Right.
why I love to sit down and talk with a travel client, find out what are the things that they enjoy doing, what's relaxing to them. If they want adventure, what type of adventure are they looking for? And to create a travel experience that is relevant and enjoyable for the travel clients. So, we can think about this time of year and it's starting to get cold and a lot of people want to go south, beach where it's warm, but there are people who don't mind the cabin experience and cozying up to a warm fire right now and doing some hiking and seeing nature, as it's changing from season to season. So it's all about what's best for the client, and I am happy to explore those options.
Okay, well, let's make a plan. We don't have to have it figured out tomorrow, but I think we have 7 or 8 weeks anyway.
Wonderful.
Still don't, I was gonna say, just as long as there's a hot tub, that would be nice.
Ooh,
We can
yeah.
talk about it, Dawn. That's
Okay.
yeah, I don't like this cold weather, but I don't know. We've got grandchildren here, so I don't see us going too far. But anyway, it is what it is. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you are welcome. Let's see. Our time right now is 7:20. And I had mentioned in our text earlier today that I did want to talk. November is let's see, our theme is No Rest for the Weary November. And it's all about being thoughtful of what we still want to accomplish before the end of the calendar year. With us just coming off the week from Thanksgiving, I thought an excellent topic for us to talk about was entrepreneurship and giving. And so I've got something that I'm gonna read excerpts from, but I'm gonna share this article with all of the Collaborating Connection membership as well, because it's an excellent read, I think. Giving back as an entrepreneur is a rewarding experience, both personally and professionally. And the very act of philanthropy is actually at the very heart of the free market. Not so long ago, you may have been in a need of a little giving yourself. Through our own personal experiences, there comes a point in time where every successful entrepreneur begins to think beyond their business and start considering how they can impact friends, the community, and even the local economy. So people may think that entrepreneurs give back for the net tax benefits or to flaunt their monetary wins. But truth be told, many practice true philanthropy, selfless giving without the expectation of future financial gain. And many give back through their time rather than with their checkbooks. So there's lots to think about when we say giving and what that means to each of us individually. I know that I wouldn't be the person that I am today without experiences and opportunities I've had throughout my entrepreneurial journey. And I owe a lot of the moments, good and bad, to people who drove me towards my pursuits of personal and professional growth. And I believe a good reason to give back to people and communities, it's important. Those people and communities are part of what I rely on for guidance and support. You give just because you can. So 4 benefits are giving. Number 1, karma, and the forces of nature often shine on those who give back. Many entrepreneurs believe that the more you give, the more you get in return. That is a genuine belief of mine. Networking. Of course, what are we here for? By giving back in the form of time, you meet new people that you can forge great relationships with. Why not take an opportunity to, meet and engage with some folks that you might not otherwise meet in your daily business activity? Find out about them, how you can help, what they need, have a laugh, have a good time, and build those relationships. Skill building is another reason why. Do you know how to build a house? Probably not. But by giving your time to an organization like Habitat for Humanity, you build all sorts of new skills. So it doesn't really matter who you're giving to or how you're giving. You have the opportunity to learn something new and develop new skills. And lastly, it's all about how it makes you feel. So practicing true selfless philanthropy will make you feel good. Your self-esteem may get a boost, and you just may walk away with a different perspective on life. So there are lots of ways that we can give back. We can give back with our money or our time. We can raise money for a foundation or a charity. We don't always have to come out of our own pockets, but we can engage in an effort that helps benefit an organization, helps benefit a cause that we believe in by just adding our time and our effort towards fundraising for them. We can volunteer at a school or a children's hospital. Entrepreneurs are often young enough to connect with fun ways with children in need. So it also helps them see, what's possible when they mature, when they grow up, what can they be, what can they do, and starts to forge a desire for them to give back, for them to help. Someone helped them, and then they want to help someone else. And of course, it gives local businesses a boost. Entrepreneurs are passionate and extremely crafty when it comes to any business. So many of us know what it takes to land seed money, convince investors, build industry relationships, all of that. And a great way to give back is to take those useful entrepreneurial nuggets to a local business and do some type of pro bono work based upon what you know and what your skill sets are. Again, like I had mentioned, help the next person achieve success and help them get a little further along so that they don't have to huff and puff and frustrate and give up. But they see a light at the end of the tunnel. They see help and assistance in the partnership of giving that you gave them. and it may forge the same in them. So that's a synopsis of some powerful ways to give back as an entrepreneur. And I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts? I know we get really busy in our day-to-day work, but is it important for you to find time to give back? And is it something that you already carve out and want to do, or does it kind of, as the opportunity presents itself to you, that you may feel inspired to take advantage of? I just thought I'd share that, and I want to hear your thoughts.
I want to do that so bad. And that's what I guess from what I said earlier, like I need to get to that. I need to get out of my house and out of in front of the computer. And I've done Habitat for Humanity before, and I put a roof together, and I thought that was so cool because, you know, I can't even change the battery in my smoke detector by myself, but I can't get it to go back in the wall. But I put a roof on somebody's house, and God hope they're not leaking. But anyways, like, let's all just say a prayer for those people real quick. But my qualifications, but I had help. Like somebody told me what to do. So I thought that was so cool. And so I want to do that. And something else that I've always wanted to do is learn American Sign Language. And so I want to go somewhere here in Louisville. I'm sure there's a place that I can go and work with people that that use sign language, and I want to go and talk to them. And so I want to learn that too. So I think that I need to really, and then it comes all back to that work-life balance, like just really giving back and doing the things that sound so fun. I promise I won't do a roof for any of you all.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it exactly. I didn't say, but I think, you know, there's an energy that comes from giving that motivates you and makes you think like, yeah, it makes you feel like, yeah, I can do this business. I can do the stuff that I'm doing day to day that previously might have kind of wore me down, but I'm excited about it because as I'm successful, I have time and resources that I find I can give away, and that makes you feel good and you do more. So there's an energy around it all as well. Anybody else?
Nope.
I'm sure that CB would have comments as well, because he really does walk the talk that he believes in. You know, there you either you win and learn, or you win. It's win-win. It's all positive. It's all good. So I guess I just want to leave us with everyone with that message this week. Thank you all for tuning in and being a part of tonight's Collaborating Connections professional networking meeting. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week. If there's anything that you need in the meantime, just send an email or a text, and we're here. We're here, we're connecting, and we're enjoying our business endeavors. So take care, everyone. Stay warm, and we'll see you Tuesday night.
Dawn, would you, I need to figure out how to use the website. Would you like me to make a one-to-one with you, or should I do that with Jennifer?
Either way, I'd be happy to help.
Okay, I don't, then I will